Hare Krishna everyone. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Yasam Tato Jayamudiraye Pranvatam Svakaha Krishnaha Punyasravana Kirtanaha Hridayantasto Yapatrani Vidunoti Suhritsadham नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवत्युत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी. Today I'll be reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, Chapter 4, Verse 1 and 2. Maitreya uvacha etat etadvadukva virarama shankaraha patniyanganasam ya abhayatra chintayan suhrudidrukshaha parisankita bhavan niskramati nirvishati dvidadasa sa. Synonyms. Maitreya uvacha, Maitreya said, etavat, so much, uktva, after speaking, Virarama was silent, Shankaraha, Lord Shiva, Patni Anganasam, the dissection of the body of his wife. He, since, Ubhayatra, in both cases, Chintayan, understanding, Suhrud Didrukshuha, being anxious to see her relatives, Parisankita, being afraid, Bhavat, of Shiva, Niskramati, moving out, Nirvisati, moving in, Dvidaha, divided, Asa, was, Sa, she, Sati. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. The sage Maitreya said, Lord Shiva was silent after speaking to Sati. Seeing her between decisions, Sati was very much anxious to see her relatives at her father's house, but at the same time she was afraid of Lord Shiva's warning. Her mind unsettled, she moved in and out of the room as a swing moves this way and that. Purport. Sati's mind was divided about whether to go to her father's house or obey the orders of Shiva. The struggle between two decisions was so strong that she was pushed from one side of the room to the another, and she began to move just like pendulum of a clock. 4.4.2 Suhrudidrakshaha Pratigraha Durmanaha Nehad Rudati Athru Kalaviti Viflava Bhavam Bhavani Aparatipurusham Rusha Prajakshati Vaikshata Jata Ve Patuhu. Synonyms. Suhrudidrakshaha, of the desire to see her relatives, Pratigrahata, the prevention, Durmanaha, feeling sorry, Snehat, from affection, Rudati, crying, Ashrukala, by drops of tears, Ativihala, very much afflicted, Bhavam, Lord Shiva, Bhavani, Sati, Apratipurusam, without an equal or rival, Rusha, with anger, Prajakshayati, to blast, Iva, as if, Aiksata, looked at, Jata Vepatuhu, shaking. Translation. Sati felt very sorry at being forbidden to go to see her relatives at her father's house, and due to affection for them, tears fell from her eyes. Shaking and very much afflicted, she looked at her uncommon husband, Lord Shiva, as if she were going to blast him with her vision. Purport. The word Apratipurusam used in this verse means one who has no equal. Lord Shiva has no equal in the material world in regard to equality towards everyone. His wife Sati knew that her husband was equal towards everyone. His wife Sati knew that her husband was equal towards everyone. So why in this case was he so unkind to his wife that he did not allow her to go to her father's house? This distressed her more than she could tolerate, and she looked at her husband as if she were ready to blast him with her vision. In other words, since Lord Shiva is Atma, Shiva also means Atma, it indicated here that Sati was prepared to commit suicide. Another meaning of Apratipurusa is the personality who has no rival. Since Lord Shiva could not be persuaded to give her permission, Sati took the shelter of a woman's last weapon, VP, which forces a husband to agree to the proposal of his wife. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschadya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. I would like to seek blessing from all the assembled Vaishnavas and thank you for giving me an opportunity to purify myself. Please forgive me for any shortcoming or adding my own interpretation. I've taken this purport from Holy Guru Gauranga Darshandas from his discourse given in year 2018. Um, Blessed are the souls who read Bhagavatam, and again we are blessed as well to hear the conversation between Vidura and Maitreya. Because the conversation between Vaidara and Maitreya, they are going through the Swayambhu Manu dynasty, and now coming to the family of Prasuti, who married Daksha, and we are now talking about their daughter Sati, again known as Dakshayani, who married Lord Shiva. If we see the last two chapters, we can easily see that Daksha blasphemed Lord Shiva because he did not stand up in the sacrifice arena. And again, there was a constant discussion between Lord Shiva and Sati as his father was observing another yagna, which is Vajpayee Brahaspati Sava. It's natural that a woman after marriage would like to visit her parents' place when there is an event happening. This is common, and we even see this kind of situation in this place, in this days. Now, what made Sati to go to her father's place? Sati, the wife of Shiva, she observed numerous airplanes carrying heavily ornamented beautiful women along with their spouses. They were all going to attend some festivities. And on inquiry, it was revealed that her father Daksha had organized a huge yajna, and all were invited going there. Much excited on hearing of the festivities going at her father's house, she turned to address Shiva. Again, we see here Lord Shiva is a great Vaishnava, was meditating to the Supreme Soul, which means he's praying to all the living beings, including Daksha. Wherein Daksha is ignorant of the fact. And this is the reason why Lord Shiva did not get up, or that's why Lord Shiva did not honor the the Daksha in the ill-fated assembly because of the subsequent events happening after the blasphemy. Seeing this, Dakshini was also very eager to go to his father's place for the sacrifice that he started again. Now, Lord Shiva was no, Sati is addressing uh, in this way. Dear Lord, which daughter can remain unmoved on hearing of a festival in her father's house? Remember, the scripture says that one can go uninvited to the houses of their friends, husbands, gurus, and parents. Therefore, you have given me half space. You have given me space in half portion of your body. Now, can you please grant me the desire to go and visit my father's place? Again, after several conversations between Lord Shiva and Sati, Lord Shiva is giving a few things, saying few things here. Sati, we can go to a family place and a friend's place where we can get good treatment. We should never go to any place where we get insulted. I'm aware that your father, Daksha, is a Prajapati, progenitor, and he also has six great qualities. However, all these six great qualities are going to be false for the person who is filled with pride. When a person have these opulences, and these opulences increases his pride and degrades his personality. Your father has great qualities and can be compared as a very rare costly gems on the head of a snake. These six excellent qualities in a proud person is again a cause of degradation. Discourage, offend, blaspheme, and offend devotees. He he's committing a Vaishnava aparad because he's offending a top grade Vaishnava. Again, Lord Shiva continues to say, "O Devi, the arrows of an enemy do not wound one as much as the harsh words of one crooked relatives, because in the former case, at least one can find rest in sleep, but in the latter, suffers day and night with a tormented heart. I know that your favorite of your father, even then a dear one, but do not go. You will not get the proper attention at your father's house because he's envious and harbors a grudge against me." Shiva was painfully reminded of these bitter words of his father-in-law. However, he replied with a smile. "Sati, you are right. When you say that one can go to one's loved once even uninvited. However, this is the case only when their viewpoint is not clouded by their powerful ego. Learning, wealth, beauty, high birth are all exalted qualities in the case of good. But for the wicked, they're means of degradation, since they get puffed up with pride and therefore unable to appreciate the glory of the great. Thinking them to be their relatives, one should never go to the houses of those who look upon the visitor with a frown and angry looks. Lord Shiva finally informs Sati, "Don't go to Daksha's house." Now, what we can also see here is when emotions take an upper hand, the logic takes a low profile. There is a strong recommendation from Lord Shiva, because Lord Shiva fears that if Sati goes there, she gets humiliated and she might even end up taking her life. Despite of all the facts, despite of the examples given by Lord Shiva, um, Sati intensely eager to meet her relatives, and she was going inside and outside, and then she was also returning, fearing that Shiva would get upset uh, by her choice. So, like how a pendulum is oscillating, the Sati is undecided. She burst out into tears with her body trembling, looked at Shiva as if to burn him down. With this, I would like to thank you for all the opportunity. Thank you all for giving me an opportunity. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare